gorgeous people. This is Amber's DIY and other stuff. My name is Amber Meeks. Today is Let's Talk Tuesday, and on this video, I'm going to be sharing more about my journey so far with my son and his diagnosis with autism. So last year, my son was diagnosed with autism, and April is Autism Awareness Month, so I wanted to dedicate my Let's Talk Tuesdays to share a little bit about my journey in hopes that it will help someone else who might be going through this very same thing. I recently did a collab with 5 other lovely ladies to bring awareness to autism, and we have a giveaway that is part of that collab that is just a thank you for watching and listening all of our videos. So if you have not checked those videos out yet, please make sure that you do that. I will link everything in the description box below. The contest for the giveaway does end on the 15th. Okay guys, so today I wanted to talk a little bit about the day-to-day with my Noah. So right now I'm going through a really rough time with him because his sleep patterns got messed up again. And that makes my life very, very difficult because unfortunately he is staying up all night and then he sleeps all day. And I have to work all day. So I have to try to find a way to get sleep here and there throughout the night, but still be alert enough to know what's going on, if that makes sense. Because I am the one who takes care of my son 24/7, every day, all day. Anywhere I go, he goes. I rarely, and I do mean rarely, leave him with anyone to watch him. And if I do, it is somebody in my family or his dad. I just don't trust anyone with him because he's not able to communicate what he's feeling or what's going on. So if, God forbid, somebody did something wrong to him, he wouldn't be able to let me know that, and that makes me crazy. So for that reason, I only leave him with someone in my family that I trust or his dad, and that's it. Other than that, he's with me all the time. So right now we're going through a very difficult situation because his sleep patterns got messed up again. This happens to him often, and I have a heck of a time getting back on track. So what I have to do, like I just said, most of the time he sits on the couch next to me playing with his tablet throughout the night. So I know he's there. I can feel him, and if he gets off the couch, then I know, because I'm a light sleeper anyways, because I like to know what's going on. And I wake up actually throughout the night anyways just to check on him because I just want to make sure everything's okay. So that's been very difficult, and that happens with a lot of children on the autism spectrum. Their sleep patterns are just all over the place, and I'm at the mercy of his sleep pattern. There's nothing that I can do to change it or help it or anything like that. I just have to kind of just hope things get back to normal very soon. And it's kind of funny. I was talking to a friend of mine that I went to high school with, and he's like, "Can't you just say it's time to go to bed and good night?" And I'm like, no. That does not work with a child on the autism spectrum. There's things that just can't be like you would do with a regular child. So you just have to adjust to all of these things and just, try to make it work. So on any given day, when it's a normal day anyways, where he sleeps all night and then wakes up, the first thing that he wants is his water. And my son is very, very particular with what he drinks. So unfortunately, the only thing, and I do mean like almost the only thing that he will drink day in and day out is grape water. I have tried different things, like introducing different things, especially when he was little and I was unaware that he was on the autism spectrum. I would try to give him something and he would just take the cup and throw it. And I'm like, okay, that's a no. So I just kept trying things, and finally he settled on the grape water, and since then he wants like nothing else. Yes, occasionally he will have like a milk in the morning, but he doesn't want a milk every single day. I wish he did, but he doesn't. So whatever he wants to drink it, I give it to him. Well, I try to give it to him anyways. I offer it to him. He doesn't tell me. I offer it to him, and if he drinks it, great. If he sits it back on the counter, then I know he doesn't want it. Because again, with children on the autism spectrum, they don't know how to communicate with you, so you just kind of have to figure it out. So, what I do, or what he does to let me know that he's thirsty, is he literally picks his cup up and he throws it across the room. I'm trying to work with him on that. so that he hands the cup to me. He's getting better. Sometimes he'll bring the cup to me, or sometimes on a really good day, he'll say drink, because I let him know that that means drink, or I'll say water, because right now that's what he's drinking is water. Every single time, to try to get him to understand and communicate a little bit better. I don't know if this is the way that you're supposed to do it or not. Again, my son was just recently diagnosed, so I'm still working through all of this stuff. But what I do, and I found it's been working for us, is every single time I hand something to him, I tell him what it is. So if I got him a drink, I'll hand it to him and I'll say drink, or I'll say water, so that he says it again to me and tries to understand that that's what that is. And maybe next time, I'm hoping that he'll ask for it. Now, he has yet to do that, but I think if I keep doing it over and over again, I'm hoping that the repetition will get us there. I don't know, but it doesn't hurt to try. Now, as far as when he's hungry, he does not communicate at all when he's hungry. The only way that I know that he's hungry is that he cries. So if he cries like a lot, I know he's really hungry at that time, you know. Or if like I get like a snack or something to eat. Now, I feed him regularly, guys. Let me just point that out there. I feed my son on a regular schedule. He gets breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But sometimes in between, he's still a little bit hungry, you know. So he might want something to eat. So if I grab a snack or something like that and he's trying to eat all of my snack, I know that he probably wants something to eat. So I'll make him something. And that's another struggle. He doesn't tell me what he wants to eat, and there's no way for me to know what he wants to eat. It's not like with other children. You can just ask them and they tell you. It just doesn't work that way. So what I do is I make him something. I try to rotate all of the things that I know that he likes, and I'll make him something to eat, and I'll present it to him. You know, I'll sit it on the table. I'll say it's time to eat. He'll come. He knows what I'm saying. Like, I'll be like, Noah, it's time to eat. And he comes running. He knows what I'm saying. He's just having trouble communicating what he wants to say. That's where the problem is. So he'll come running. He'll get in his little, sit in his chair. He has a booster seat. He'll sit in his chair and he'll either eat the food. And if he doesn't eat the food, I'll leave it sit there, because sometimes he doesn't eat right away. I'll leave it sit there for a little bit, and if he doesn't eat it, then I know that whatever it was that I gave to him, he didn't want it, so I have to make him something else, and then hopefully that he eats that. And usually the second time I put something in front of him, he eats it. He just didn't want what I gave him that first time. It's difficult, guys, because it goes like that all the time. Because he can't communicate what he wants to eat, I have to try to guess. You know, and I'm not always right. I try to rotate everything so he's not eating the same thing every day, but he also has a limited palate. There's things that he doesn't like to eat. Now, recently, I've had a really great breakthrough, and he's been eating like a lot more things that he's never eaten before, which makes me so incredibly excited. And he can identify the foods. He knows what I'm eating. He'll be like broccoli if I'm eating broccoli, or he'll be like chips, and he'll say to me what the stuff is, but he doesn't seem to understand how to tell me that that's what he would like to have. So the other thing that I want to cover, I covered a little bit about this in my autism awareness video, where I said that he has echolalia. So with echolalia, what they do is they'll repeat exactly what you said, or something that they've heard on the TV or whatever. Now, sometimes they do it right away. My son does it right away. Or sometimes they'll do it, days, weeks, whatever later. So the thing with his echolalia, it goes in reverse. So literally all day, every single day, what I have to do is, like if I say something, he'll repeat it back. That's fine. But he'll also grab like one of his cars, for example, and he'll be like, taxi. And he keeps saying taxi to me until I say taxi back. He will not stop saying it until I say that back to him. It goes like this all day, guys. He'll pick up a toy, or he'll say, colors, numbers, letters, whatever it is that's on his mind at that time. He'll say it to me, and I have to say it back to him. And he will not stop repeating it until I say it back. So this is where things get a little bit hairy, because I might be on the phone doing something, or like trying to talk to somebody on the phone, whether it's work related or not. Usually it's not, because I do have somebody that, my sister will come and take care of him while I'm working. But, if she can't that day or whatever, and with COVID especially, when he was home all of the time, I would be on the phone with a coworker, and all my coworkers, it's just like a how do I say it? It's not like I'm on the phone with a client. It's somebody that I work with. But my son might be in the background and he might be saying red, and I have to say red back as I'm talking to them. And then he'll get the next thing and say blue, and I have to say blue. And it just gets really difficult doing that, if you understand what I'm saying. So no matter what I'm doing, it doesn't matter what you're into, even if I'm having a conversation or an argument with his dad, which we try not to do in front of him. But if I am, then he's still interrupting right in, and he's saying whatever is on his mind, and you have to say it back. It's like that literally all day, every single day. It's very difficult to watch TV because if I'm trying to watch one of my shows, he's just doing that the entire time. So I really can't watch it. It gets difficult. And that's how it is day to day with him. It's like I have to repeat it back until he can understand it. So I guess he's just trying to process things, and I'm trying to work with him on it. But it's a difficult thing, guys. It really is. This is definitely not something with somebody who has low patience like his dad. You have to have really high patience to handle somebody on the autism spectrum in general, but let alone somebody who has the echolalia like my son does, where he repeats everything you say, but he also wants you to repeat everything he says all day long, every single day. It gets challenging, but you get used to it, and I am definitely the only one who understands the way that he tries to communicate because I'm the one with him all the time. So, it's a hard thing, but you know what? It's definitely something that can be worked through. And right now I am still trying to get him into the speech therapy. And thank you to everybody sharing your stories out there. A lot of you guys are really helping everybody else and me understand this and understand the various different cases about autism. But I'm having a heck of a time getting him in that speech therapy. It's like they don't want to help you. And it's so frustrating. I guess they do. I'm not knocking anybody who's in that field or whatever, but it's just really hard to, first of all, get the diagnosis. I had to fight to get that. And then even when the paperwork was sent to the doctor, the doctor's office didn't call me back. I had to call them back. And when I called them back, the lady got an attitude with me, which really ticked me off and made me not want to go. But it's like, you still need to get the diagnosis. And just because the receptionist has an attitude doesn't mean a doctor is that way, right? But she was just like, well, yes, I got the information. I haven't even had a chance to look at it yet. And I have to even see if your insurance will cover this. Excuse me? First of all, even if my insurance doesn't cover it, who says I can't pay for it? I'm just saying. Why do you care how you get your money? Does it matter whether it's through insurance or if I pay you outright? My son needs the test. I'm able to pay for it, then I'm going to pay for it. I'm just saying. I'm not like rolling in the money, but believe me, if I needed to pay whatever it is, let's say the testing was a couple $1,000s or whatever, I'd pay for it. Okay? I'll pay for the test. So you just do your job and not give me an attitude, all right? So anyways, it's really hard to get them in for the testing. Then when you finally get them in for the testing and get the results, it's really hard to get them in for the treatment, their suggested treatment. So I'm fighting that right now, and it's really hard, and I'm frustrated to say the least, but I'm a very persistent person, so I have full faith that I will get him into the speech therapy at some point soon. But in the meantime, what I might do is try teaching myself some things that I can do that they would do in speech therapy to help him along. So that's definitely what I'm going to be doing at this point, because I'm not really sure how long it's going to take to get him in, even once they do finally get back to me. He might be on a wait list, so I don't know how long the wait list will be. So in the meantime, I'm going to do everything that I can to kind of move this along. So the best thing that I can do is try to teach myself. I'm not a speech therapist, but whatever I can do to help him, I absolutely will. All right, guys, we are already 13 minutes in, so that's just a little bit about the day-to-day with my son. And please keep sharing your stories. I love hearing everything that you guys are sharing with everybody, and I feel like this is helping everybody, and it's helping bring awareness to autism and helping people understand what it is and the various different types of cases there are. All right, guys, that's all I got for you in this video, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye! This is Amber's DIY and other stuff. My name is Amber Meeks. Today is Let's Talk Tuesday, and on this, let me think for a second. Hold on, let me think. This is Amber's DIY and other stuff. My name is Amber Meeks. Today is Let's Talk Tuesday. I forgot. My name is Amber Meeks. Today is Let's Talk Tuesday, and on this video, I'm going to share with you. Okay, to a beat. Hold on. And April is Autism Awareness Month, so I wanted to dedicate my Let's Talk Tuesdays to tell you guys, or to share with you, more about my journey so far with my son and his diagnosis with autism. So last year my son was diagnosed with autism, and boom, nailed it. Try it again.